person that comes through for you. I know you're wanting to talk to Theodore, and as soon as I started writing his name, he goes, "You can stop at Theo," and I was like, "Perfect, perfect." And so one thing I want to say is that you have a female primary guardian angel. She tells me I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I feel like I have a little bit of like a box with her things in it, little treasure chest, if you will. Woo. Woo! I think she was a mother figure for you, and she ended up passing in a medical way. And then she says, "Thank you." Someone may have taken care of them toward the end of their passing. Okay, so now on to Theodore. I think Theodore declined very quickly. I think he had a hard time communicating toward the end of his life. I think that. Okay, he's giving me signs and symbols that he ends up declining from something medical, and then he also is making me feel this amount of like it's sparkliness. It feels like gratitude to where someone else could say thank you. This one makes me feel the word thank you. So this is a very emotional connection. I really like it. Gives us a rose, okay? And then he tells me that you hear him in the music, and he goes, "Yes, the dreams, yes." And then he holds one of his shirts up, and he smells it. So maybe you've smelt him since he's ended up passing. Maybe you have one of his shirts that may potentially even still smells like him. He says you still hear him in the song, maybe your guys' song, a song you remember him with comes on, reminds you of him. And then I don't know how he ends up passing, but he points to this quickly. He says going, gone very quickly. Almost seems like we know whatever the situation is, but we don't expect to pass so fast from it. And then he really shows me like just a medical decline toward the end, potentially even laying down. And then the only thing I didn't write down or draw was the shirt or the smells in honor of his memory. Does this make sense so far? I mean, dang. It's a lot of signs and symbols. Let me show you. So if you're not on Facebook and YouTube, you won't be able to see the signs and symbols necessarily, but look at all those signs and symbols. Look at all that. And you guys can communicate with whoever you want today by getting into my queue. If there's open space, go ahead and join. The shirt. Yes, I actually have one of his shirts, she says, which is amazing. Don't know who the woman was. Well, the woman came through to bring him through, and I love how I got a few signs and she's showing me more stuff. I'm not trying to get wrapped up into her, but she was home. At least she was probably home in her home until she ended up passing. She goes to the doctor right before she ends up passing, and then she has a pair of glasses on and fluffy hair, so she's very sure that you know her. Looks like a grandma energy. Anyways, regardless, she could have just been a woman bringing Theodore through. So, Theodore, she says, yes, I do have his shirts. How did Theodore end up passing? And who was he to you? He almost seems like dad's significant energy, just somebody that you, like, really share a space with. And then I hear, time, we just thought we had more time. It's your grandfather on your dad's side. I absolutely love this. I have to word things so well. It's really hard when you have this level of like, I just have a little bit of autism in there, but how do you end up passing? I think we knew he had some sort of underlying thing. Maybe we didn't see it escalate. Maybe we didn't see it catch up to us in a way. Who asked you for your phone number? Oh, don't worry, I don't ask you for your phone number. Love y'all, but I'm not calling anybody. Y'all can come here, or pretty much that's it. That's it. I'm telling her to stop. Perfect. That's all you can do. Hold on, y'all. I'll tell you guys how to join the queue in a moment. A little bit of tism in there. Yeah, me too. Same. Just got a little dash of the tism. Just a dash of it. All right, Renee, hopefully you are not being filtered by any means. But again, if you could tell me how he ends up passing, he makes me feel like it's a medical decline, and then he just thought he had more time. That's what he thought. Thought I had more time. So seems like a medical condition. Nobody expected it to escalate, and that he just declined very quickly. Hi, I see you. It must just be filtering you on explaining how he ends up passing. But I would love to know if you want to keep trying for it. And I love that he's your grandfather, but you also still have clothes in honor of his memory. Love, 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 love. And then he says he visits you in dreams and music. We already went through that, but again, very present in dreams, probably twice since he ended up passing. That's what he shows me, which is pretty good. He tells me maybe you guys didn't get a chance to say goodbye the way you want to, but he also feels that level of gratitude, so it makes me feel like maybe he's being taken care of, and that we saw that maybe he's being taken care of toward the end of his life, not realizing he was going to pass as soon as he did. Interesting. How does that resonate with you? I would absolutely love to know. Do, do. Dang, I hope it's not filtering you. Hope it's not filtering you. And then Lindsay, be patient, but you're on deck, my dear. We were all there with him, but my sister and I left, and he passed with my grandpa and my grandma and my uncle. And he even said that. He goes, it's all about timing. It's all about timing. What's on my neck? It is a portable fan. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. It feels amazing, actually. And it has all these settings. It's awesome. Gives me a little wind in my hair while I'm talking to the other side. Makes me feel like I'm crossing the veil. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for asking, though. And we were all there with him, but my sister and I left. So he went down really quickly. We knew he had a medical condition, but maybe we didn't expect it to catch up that soon. Maybe you left thinking that you'd have a little time to recoup yourself and then come back and be able to say goodbye to this person, but it just didn't work like that. You still have his shirt, and he went too quickly where you didn't get a chance to say goodbye. And I love this! Oh, no worries. Go ahead and interrupt. I got the ADHD. I could probably keep up. So, listen. He says thank you and gratitude. Remember how I'm like, they usually say thank you, but I feel the thank you. It feels sparkly. It feels gratitude. And it feels like I'm saying thank you for being there, being a part of it, and even just being a part of the environment. He loves that you were still able to make a presence. I don't feel like it has messed you up by any means by not being there. I think you did everything you intended to do by being present. And make sure you're paying attention to, he'll pop in randomly. It's almost like you hear nothing, and then all of a sudden you're having a conversation with him really quick and working something out really quick. Well, okay, go get it done then. And then you don't hear from him anymore. So he could be a frustrating guardian angel, but honestly, he's a good one, and he don't take no shit, that's for sure.